Thank you so much, Sanju and Arun, for joining us today and giving a high-level introduction. Hi, everybody. I'm Vasundhara, and I'm a project manager at Cloud Analogy. Along with me, I have Arun, and Arun is a Salesforce architect in the company. And we have our prestigious client, Sanju, who has been working with us for quite some time from Just Energy. Sanju, before we begin, I would like to ask you about something about your company and your role in the company. So, over to you, Sanju.
All right, Just Energy is a commodity retailer company found about 22 years ago in Canada, and now we have expanded to US, UK, Japan, all around the world. We have about 1.7 million customers. Just Energy recently acquired a water filtration company called Home Water about 3 years ago. When they did that, I moved from my Just Energy company to Home Water, where I'm the senior manager of business analytics and change management. We handle the customer CRMs, we handle our billing systems, the IT side. I also manage the customer service side of my company too. We have about 25,000 customers, much less than what we have in Just Energy, and we are growing. So last month our sales was about 300 per month, and we have a new management, which means that we have a lot of projects coming in. All of them have a short fuse. We are looking for quick solutions to our problems, which is where we met cloud. So that's where we are at.
Thank you so much, Sanju. I will now request Arun to please ask the potential questions.
Yeah, thanks, Vasundhara. So, Sanju, if you can tell us like the work which we have done for you and the experience which you working with us, how about that?
Absolutely, man. So Home Water has been using Salesforce for the last 3 years, and all of our internal processes were built with resources in-house. But then again, with the pandemic and the COVID situations, the number of processes that we had to build in Salesforce was very less, which meant that we had to let go of a lot of resources. We had to move those resources to our parent company, Just Energy, because they wanted it more than us, and that's where we're standing. Within the last 1 year, we slowly started revamping our customer acquisition process and our sales, which meant that we had to have more processes built in. We also had to migrate into a new billing platform called Salesforce CPQ, and we are expanding territories from, say, Ontario to Texas in US and things like that. All of this requires custom functionalities built in Salesforce, which is where, as I said before, Cloud Analogy came into mind. So we had a lot of projects. So our first stop was to go to Just Energy, our parent company, asking them, hey guys, we need some more help on this because we gave you some resources so that you can handle this. And they were also growing, which means that they didn't have resources to come to us. So option number 2 was to go out and hire resources, which is when we actually got suggestions from people in the industry about this platform called Upwork. We basically went to Upwork and said, hey, I have this problem. And we put our user story there. And I did not know anything about Upwork. I had trust issues with the kind of resources I get from Upwork. I think we put our first project in Upwork in March of 2021. And quite frankly, a whole bunch of people, for lack of better words, applied on it. But still, that trust was still lacking, right? And then we canceled that whole approach, and we actually went with a company who actually, this is based on a Salesforce recommendation. Then after that, a couple of months later, we had another project, and I was advised that instead of going with bigger projects, go with something which is more in a manageable chunk, right? And going there. And that is where we put an ad for another project, and I think it was Sundara, or I don't know if it was Suraj, I don't know who it was. Somebody from Cloud Analogy bid on it, and we liked what we saw. And we actually did about 4 interviews, and we liked Cloud from that because most of them were individual contributors, and Cloud is an established it's like almost using a consulting company, like where we don't have to, go, like I don't have to go with, I believe the example is I had a Salesforce issue, I had a web issue, and I had an Apex issue. All of this was handled by the same company called Cloud, right? So the 3 projects that I think did through Cloud, all of them had different requirements. And it was a one-stop shopping at Cloud that actually helped me to not being able to look for the resources. And staying with one resource also helps when you don't have to provide login, to CRMs and things like that. You can keep the same guy. It's like having an employee on the roll, except I don't have to worry about the benefits.
Thanks so much for your kind words, Sanju. Sanju, another question is, if you'll get a chance, will you work with us again?
I believe I have proven that with working with you 3 times. So I know that it's a rhetorical question, but still, it is working out for us so far. So far, all the challenges that I have thrown at you guys were able to fulfill that. And most importantly, in the time that you're promising. Now, I don't know if it is because of the project management style that you have. It is all working out perfectly in our favor right now, and I have no intentions to change it.
Thanks so much, Sanju. Over to you, Vasundhara.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your kind words, Sanju. It's been invaluable for us working with you. And for the same, I would like to ask if there are any areas of improvements in us.
So as of now, I don't see anything. I love the fact that you guys are using those recordings and not boring me with your demo presentations, because I think most companies like to do that. The recordings are perfectly an efficient way to do that, and I've never seen that with anybody. Maybe that's industry practice now, but that's just we're actually using that in my IT department, where once before release, we just basically record it and send it to the party so that we don't have to go through. Because what we have figured out is in the middle of a demo presentation, the customer always has an enhancement request, which changes the scope of the project. And if it's a recording, they'll just and I like that. So that is the best practice that I love it from your side. In terms of areas of improvement, now again, like Arno mentioned, that your communication skills are awesome. That WhatsApp method of communication is just absolutely amazing. But sometimes, I guess if it's like a closeout of a project or final things like that, I would love that it's not in a WhatsApp communication and an actually official email communication, so that actually helps the client also. Plus, I don't have to copy paste from WhatsApp and put it in an email. I can just forward your email to my stakeholders. So that is the only thing that I can think about in terms of efficiencies and improvement. But other than that, I guess you guys are behaving like a perfect IT consulting company of Salesforce and web designs and everything. And best of luck to continue doing that.
Thank you so much, Sanju, for your valuable feedback, and we will surely work on the improvements and make sure that we have all of these things officialized. And it becomes very essential for a developing company like us to actually analyze all these things so that we can work hard and cater you better from the next time. I would like to ask you, will you recommend us to others, your acquaintances, your friends in the industry?
So I have already recommended you guys to Just Energy, and as I said, right, their projects are in the millions of dollars and mine is in the thousands of now. Hopefully, one of them will pick up and call you guys. But that is the easiest and the fastest thing I can do. However, I mean, if you want to catch me up on LinkedIn or something, I can definitely, just tag me on it, and I'll put in a great recommendation for you guys in LinkedIn. In terms of colleagues, I guess that LinkedIn is a great platform for other people to see that I'm working with you guys for the kind of projects that we're working on, and it'll be a great start.
Sure. Thank you so much, Sanju. That means a lot to us. And we've loved the way you've been working with us. Actually, you were in Canada and we've been working from India. And we had Sanjay and was always available for us. And it works. And I think it's much more like a team right now. So we would love to work with you again, Sanju. And thank you so much for always giving us your opinions. And we look forward to cater you better next time. And thank you so much for taking our time for this video.